Finally, LEGO has revealed the 3 new LEGO Pokémon sets that were announced a few months back. Surely these sets would be a little affordable and be enjoyable for everyone. Oh, yeah, LEGO has finally shown off the new LEGO Pokémon sets. We have 3 of them at the moment, with more likely to come at this rate. First we have Eevee for $60, Pikachu and the Pokeball for $200, and finally a massive Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise set for a whopping $650. All 3 of these are set to release later this year in March, and while I'm not a Pokemon fan, I am a LEGO fan, and these sets kinda concern me about the current state of LEGO, to say the least. First of all, they look fine, I guess. The Eevee looks good, Pikachu looks fine, and I won't deny the biggest set looks pretty good for a display piece, but jeez, those prices. You thought the Disney tags on Legos were bad? I guess it's expected, but I think when most people heard LEGO and Pokemon were collabing, they were probably mostly hoping to see actual sets with minifigures and all. I just want my Brock minifigure, dang it. If it isn't bad enough, there are 2 smaller sets that are not even available to the public. Well, sort of. First, we have a miniature build of a Poké Center that can only be attained by spending 2,500 points in LEGO's Insiders program. And secondly, the Kanto Region Badge Collection that can only be obtained if you were to purchase the Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise set. But don't worry, I'm pretty sure you can find them at a reasonable price on the resale market. Oh wow. Yeah, people are already flipping the set online. The set only contains 312 pieces, which would usually warrant about a $35 to maybe a $50 price range, but no. Why would the set be sold separately? It isn't just the set though, all 3 of them are already being flipped online. The pre-orders are being flipped online. This shouldn't be new, scalpers are of course always going to be an issue. Reselling these sets for hundreds of dollars more than their actual base prices. I know scalpers, they're a big issue in the Pokemon community, but also the LEGO community as well. I remember LEGO's Blind Bag series, particularly with Series 10, the elusive Mr. Gold. Only 5,000 of these guys were made, and with that announcement came the mass buyers to try to get a small chance at him. He is now on the market for about $5,000 to upwards of $10,000 just for the figure alone. It's either that or paying about $2,000 to $3,000 for a sealed box of the figures just for a small chance at him. If it isn't the prices, the scalpers or resellers is definitely the marketing. LEGO first and foremost is a kid's toy, but the ad is so weird. It's obviously targeting on an older audience, particularly probably ones that grew up with Pokemon. Kids like Pokemon, like, come on. Realistically, of the 3, the only relatively affordable one is Eevee at $60. Perfectly fine compared to the other 2. Good luck even getting your hands on them though. These sets are just gonna sell out quickly as usual. I understand LEGO has adult interests. There are sets that are specifically built around themes that are for adults, and also sets that are actually geared towards adults in their difficulty. But this is the same issue that I see happening in TV writing for kids sometimes. You have a kids show that is overwhelmingly loved by kids, you know, their target audience. But writers notice how adults become huge fans of the show as well, and then they try to start gearing their writing towards, you know, trying to pander to them. And, you know, ignore the target audience. And it feels like this is the same thing happening to LEGO. Probably not in the same idea, but you get what I mean. If you want something similar, not as expensive, you could always look at Mega Constructs. They have a similar Pikachu set to that of the LEGO version, and it's less than half the price, and it also has a mobility feature. That's nice. They have other sets too that actually come from the show, so it's really cool to see what other sets they have. Well, hopefully this is the only bit of backlash going against LEGO at the moment. Oh,